Agricultural parcels in Uganda continue to become smaller, making it very difficult for farmers to amass enough land to make a profitable income. Land is also lost to evictions for infrastructure development and mining, even as the biggest percentage of food producers in Uganda remains illiterate and ignorant. This has left farmers steeped in poverty, unable to develop the sector by producing less than is required to meet the market demand. Civil society organizations fault government for neglecting to plan for the industry and instead leaving it to the private sector and non-governmental organizations.
Let us put our own money. Let us support the farmers with material, with the services and goods, with the systems, and then once our sector becomes vibrant and romantic for investment, we can let it to the private sector.
When you move around and actually even talk to the farmers, they hardly get any advice from the extension workers, which means they miss that knowledge gap. There is that knowledge gap which could have been delivered by the extension workers so that farmers maybe move from producing a subsistence level to commercial level.
Government is accused of poor planning, with a noted decline in the budgetary allocations to the agriculture sector for the last 4 years, according to Augustine Mwendia, the Chief Executive Secretary, Uganda Farmers Federation.
Do we plan for our investment? I'm telling you, investments come and go. Agriculture will stay because our government in terms of economy is very poor. It cannot feed the people in these borders.
The budgetary allocation, the agricultural sector, has been declining for the last 4 years, from around 4.5 about 4 years ago to about 2.9 or 3% this year, this financial year.
The agriculture policy framework is criticized for its inapplicability to the current situation of Uganda's agriculture sector, as the meaning is lost through vocabulary and lack of implementation. To the Executive Director Food Rights Alliance, Agnes Chirabo, government is biting off the hand that feeds Uganda.
If we continue looking at economic development from a theoretical point of view, then we are going to run a risk, because majority of Ugandans are getting poorer and poorer. So I don't know whether that is economic development or something else.
Activists say the agriculture sector in its current form will attract no investment, and Ugandans will sink further into poverty unless government takes time to plan according to the situation on ground, instead of theory and workshops in hot